of the title against the menacing Marvin Hagler from Brockton, Massachusetts, the factory town that bred the late heavyweight champion Rocky Marciano. And Hagler was another Brockton blockbuster. In 7 years as a pro, he'd lost just twice on points, and the shaven head, the gleaming black skull, gave him an awesome appearance. In the run-up to the fight at Wembley, Minter let drop an incautious remark. He said something to the effect that no black guy was going to take his title. Well, it was the wrong thing to say, and it fanned racial feeling among a small section of people who were only too glad to fasten onto it. So, unhappily, when Minter and Hagler came together on the night of September the 27th, 1980, Wembley Arena was reeking not so much of patriotism, but had a decidedly rancid smell of racialism.
Hagler must face Minter and the crowd. The shaven-headed American challenger, known early on in his career as the Toy Bull. And this promises to be the war we thought it might be. Hagler is said not to be so good if you get him under pressure. Minter's got a cut underneath his left eye. Within a minute of the start, Minter is cut. So the accuracy and the stinging effect of Hagler's punching is already apparent on the champion's face. It's the southpaw right lead from Hagler that's done that. And Minter is being drawn into some very fierce exchanges early on. Hagler has come for the title he believes he deserves. But he picked up damage in the first minute, and it looks to me as though he might have a second injury, as well as the one underneath the left eye. So, the champion, after only 3 minutes, needs somewhat urgent attention in that corner, and that's entirely due to the sharp and accurate punching of the challenger Hagler. Minter does indeed look quite marked around the left eye. It just shows the immensity of the performance in front of him. Hagler is catching him with lefts over the top as well. This is a very determined and dangerous challenger. Good punch from Minter. What a right hand. Pulled the man up in his tracks. And this is certainly one of the most savage world championships we've seen here in this country for a long time. This is a fight to a finish, and that finish is never going to be 15 rounds away at this rate. Never. Minter bleeding from the nose. His right eye beginning to look red as well. Good left hand for Minter. And this pair really are launching the most savage attacks at each other. And we're only 6 minutes into the fight. That really was a very fierce round indeed. Hagler, unmarked, but occasionally felt the weight of Minter's punching and didn't seem to like it too much. One punch absolutely pulled him up dead in his tracks. Well, the man promised a war. He said the title was rightfully his. Minter now got a mark underneath the right eye, one underneath the left eye. Now bleeding above the left eye. So that's the third one that's appeared. Hagler's head rubbing in against him. Carlos Berrical, the Panamanian referee, having trouble keeping them apart. And Minter's picking up hard punches as he tries to fight back. He's being forced into a real war. He's smothered in blood, Minter, and he's in desperate trouble in the third round. He can't keep the man away. Hagler will not be denied. And Minter's left eye is in real trouble, and the referee stopped it so that they can have a look at it. It is a really very bad cut over Minter's left eye, and it stopped. It stopped in the third round, and Hagler's on his knees, acclaiming his victory. He said he was the rightful champion. And he's won it in 3 rounds, and people are throwing beer cans. One's landed on me. Beer cans are being hurled in all over the ring. There's a fight started over Hagler. Somebody's attacking him. And there is chaos here, absolute chaos. I'm smothered in beer, so are all my colleagues around me. And people are trying to attack Hagler. Police are trying to move into the ring to protect Hagler. I've been struck on the head by a bottle. And this is the worst scenes we've ever seen at Wembley in any boxing ring in this country. It's absolute chaos. The crowd are mad with this, and clearly they're accusing Hagler of using his head against Minter and causing Minter to lose the world title. And the rage has broken out all around Wembley, and these scenes are a shame and a disgrace to British boxing, but there it is. That's what's happening, and we've all taken our share of it around the ringside, I can tell you.
That was the low point of my many years at British ringsides, and I wouldn't want to experience it again. It was far and away the saddest night of Minter's career, much worse even than the night a year later when Tony Sibson knocked him out of boxing altogether. And Sibson, in turn, of course, came to grief at the hands of Hagler. Well, next week, we go down the weight scale and we meet 4 of Britain's finest little men: Walter McGowan, Alan Rudkin, Charlie Magri, and Pat Cowdell. Goodbye.